Hello, my name is Terry, also known as the Ginger Crafter. I am doing this video to showcase my January Junk Journal challenge for Dear Julie Julie. I thought I'd just do a video because there's a lot of, I don't know, just to explain kind of what my journal is about. Anyways, it started off, I had a bunch of neutral colors and more natural themes, and then all of a sudden I started finding that I had all kinds of bright colors and especially these blues and teals and purples and pinks and stuff. So anyways, without further ado, here we go. Let me just describe it. I did a hardback. I had a book that was falling apart, so I just reinforced it. I had some shelf liner, contact paper kind of stuff. This is just leftover from a DIY project that I did. So I used it for part of the cover. This was a postcard that I got with some order. I can't exactly remember who it's from, but I thought it was great, and it was kind of the inspiration for the book. And this, I love this pattern texture. I don't know if you can see it really well, but it's actually when you get boxes of chocolate, if you know the little padded bit that's on top of the chocolate, if you peel it apart, this is what you get. I use it in a lot of my projects. I just love it. Even though I don't eat a lot of chocolates, I always grab those from people I know. And then this is just part of a box from a reed diffuser. I peeled off the decorative bits. So then here we go. Let's go inside the journal. And you'll start seeing that I've kind of mixed this journal between kind of not grunge, but distressed and bright. So I had some, this is packaging from a stencil that I got. Here's more of that cover, some brown packaging, and I've made an envelope with those 3 bits that you can open up. My journal has 3 signatures, and as you can see, 1, 2, 3, I think, yep, there you go. And what I've done for the cover of each signature is I had a Tesco magazine, home magazine. Tesco's a supermarket here in the UK, and I just took a page out of the magazine and I tore up some of my bits of papers. Take that off for a second. And then I had some postcard wallpaper, and I just collaged them on each side, just made one big page. And then I took, this was one of my ink pads that I used, my kaleidoscope, and you see the colors. And I took the blue and watered it down, dabbed it on my mat, watered it down, and dabbed it. I'm sure everybody knows that technique. And then I used some actual bubble wrap and not a bubble wrap stamp, and I stamped on it. So, and then on the back side of it, I collaged just, I described when I first had my, I think when I first showed my items for this, my neighbor at my business was throwing away their printer and 2 reams of paper that had gotten wet because it was left out overnight. So I grabbed the reams of paper, left the printer, grabs the ream of paper. So technically that was trash, and I was going to tea dye it anyway, so it didn't really matter that it got wet. So I used that, I collaged that to the back sides of it and a little more of the bubble wrap. And then you'll see these throughout. I order my bathroom tissue and these is the covers that came on it, and I just love the patterns of it. So the other convenient thing I had was I lost my diary for work last year, so in the middle of the year I had to buy a new one, and so half of it was unused. So I have that. It was just going in the bin, just a museum brochure. And then, like I said, things just kept popping up. They were brightly colored. This is an envelope that popped up that I used, and the other side is in the back. I made it into a pocket. This was some tissue paper that I received for a gift. Not for a gift, but it was wrapped around a gift, so I've just been using that throughout the book. And in the pockets, I've just done another collage, and I've used some Amazon packaging for a tag. And then this is where all the other bright papers have come from, is I got a paper pack similar to what Julie did. And I've been using, let me see if I can grab, here's the second part. See, I've only used one from this one so far. But from the first one, I've put double-sided tape on it, and I've been using this and these little pieces throughout. I think you saw at the beginning of the signature, I've made paper clips that, you know, you can just, with some of them, and so this was just the packaging from that. Let's get back to there. So there's that. I've been using them as tabs. Just some packaging and stamping. This also was wallpaper, but I loved the trees, so I've just put them on a couple pages. And these are page dividers that I've used for something at work, but I only needed an A5 size, so I saved the rest of them, which were really brightly colored, and I'm just using them as kind of tucks. Some paper, there's a little fold out, a journal tag. So I think I might still do some more to this, but this is pretty much it. Not sure what I'm going to use it for, if I'm going to use it. I like making them, but I don't actually journal a lot myself. This was just an old, so I'm not sure if I'm allowed to use this, but I just sat it there because it was a die cut that was going in the bin, so I kind of rescued it. I've been having kind of a purge. Some more packaging from some stamps. Here's another one of those pieces from that collage paper packaging. So it just goes through. I like having a lot of space to write in mine, so I think it was really lucky that the diary, it had pretty much blank pages. And then here's the last back two sheets, and then here's the second signature. Here's the paper clip again. This is another postcard that I've gotten in something that I had ordered, and I just covered it. This metallic is another candle that, or no, is a gift set I got for Christmas. One of my customers gave me, so I just peeled that away from the cardboard and have been using that as well. This glassine paper was within packaging. Testing my printer, as everybody knows. Here's the other bright envelope I got. It has a nice window, so I backed it with a pink sheet of paper from a book insert. And here's what I did with that one. The tag that I made. This is actually the same lady that has the collage paper, but this is the packaging from the stamps that I got from her. There's another one of those. Here's another one of those little pieces. I used it as a tuck. Some of that contact paper. So everything I've used is junk in here. It just ended up totally different by 100% than what 180 degrees different than what I had planned. I kind of like the direction it went. Here's another one of the trees from the wallpaper. And this time it's in a pocket, but you tuck it behind there. Some stamping. There's the other half of that envelope. Other half of that. We're getting to the end of this signature. Yeah, here's more of that toilet roll cover, and then here's the other collage, and then here's the third signature. There's the paper clip for it. Just a tag from a fabric shop that I got some fabric for, and then this is originally how it was going to start. I don't know if I can find it, but I had a calendar that I love mid-century, and I had a calendar that had a lot of patterns, but anyways, this is just the daily lines from the calendar from a couple years ago. One of those. I've also, when I've been distressing, I do like the vintage, you know, the distressed look, but I've been trying to use the purple from the ink pad as well to try to carry through some of the color even more. Here's another printer test sheet. Some bubble wrap stamping. And then these pockets, I love these pockets. They're one of my favorites, I think. See if I can just stick something in it. It's an actual pocket. Anyways, I like it. And what I've done is, this is a piece of packaging. It's been in every signature so far, but this is a wet wipe that I use because I use all my wet wipes and I save them, dry them out. Instead of throwing them away, I save them and I use them. So I made it sort of like a file folder pocket. Yeah, so here we go. I think I might still do some stamping in it. Here's the third one of the tuck for the wallpaper. So I've tried to be, although the items obviously can't be the same throughout because it is junk and you may not have 3 of the same thing. I've tried to keep them a little bit consistent, similar, going through to have some cohesive. Now, this is another one I've done. Here's some more of that tissue paper. This was a bag I got from a purchase. This was another part of packaging, another piece of packaging, another box that I received. So I, again, peeled off this top coloring, backed it with some diary sheets, and I have a little bit of a pocket. And I thought that was just too much, so I took some book page that I had dyed, that I mopped up what was left from the ink when I was doing the signatures covers, onto blank book pages, and I just made another pocket. It's another tag from this one. I don't even know who it's from, but it's just a tag stuck in there. And then I had a pink envelope, which I thought that looked, I was going to back it and make a pocket, but on the next page I had already made a belly band, and I put this little picture there, and I thought that just was really cute how that turned out, so I'm not going to back that one. That should be towards the end of it. There's the other half of the file folder pockets. And there's the back signature, and then in the back of the book, here's that packaging. I did leave it as cardboard here. Yeah, I can't find that one. Let me see the other one. Oh yeah, here's a piece of it. Like, here's a piece of that packaging, and here's the other one that I've been using. And I've just stuck this in here for now. This is a misprint, as you can see. It's very blue and pink. So I've been wanting to get rid of this sheet. It had like 4 maps on it. And I think at the on that one tag at the beginning of the signature was the other one. I've been going to get rid of that page so many times, but I'm glad I didn't, because the pinks and blues really blend with this journal. So there's the back sheet of it. It's 3 signatures. I've kind of hidden the sewing, the stitching with the contact paper. So, well, that's my January journal. I hope you enjoy. And I'm already ready for February, because I have about 3 journals that I've done that I need to finish. And I love that Julie's doing that for the February journal challenge. So anyways, ta-ta for now. That's it for me. And I will see you guys in the chat rooms. Bye. Thank you.